And welcome back to the latest edition of 123 Cabo. This is the Detroit Lions edition. Detroit versus everybody is what they say, man. It's your boy
Hey,
Zeke, aka Fat Boy Season, man, here with a very special guest, the only Detroit Lions fan that I know, my boy Deej. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
hey, it's your boy Swaggy D's back again. Come follow me on the Twitter at LL Cool Deeds. I tried to give y'all a quick excerpt last year, let y'all know what was gonna be in store for this year. So now y'all previewed what's gonna happen to this upcoming season. So we're gonna get straight to it.
Hey man, I've never seen anybody more faithful to Detroit. My dog, hey, through and through. Doing through, he faithful to him, man. But hey, 9-8, 9-8 last year basically came within with the Rams beating the Seahawks. Well, you needed them to beat the Seahawks in order to get into the playoffs. So I came that close. Finished second in the division with they got Aaron Rodgers in it. So seems like y'all trending up. What was the difference last year in comparison to previous years?
I think the players took on the coaches. The way the coaches coach, like Aaron Glenn, you got Dan Campbell, like, they took on their
Mm-hmm.
persona. Like you saw the reflection of it. You saw it in Hard Knocks. Everybody kind of got hyped up for that. I ain't even gonna lie. We started off slow. That 1-6, but a lot of that was due to injuries. Lack of defense. We had a lot of young guys, a lot of rookies out there, and everything. They kind of
Mm-hmm.
came into their own. A lot of those injuries open up for players to kind of take off. Like you got, Kirby Joseph took off. I
Yeah.
knew he was gonna be nice, but I wasn't expecting that. So now I'm looking forward to him and Tracy Walker making the safety tandem back there. And then Aiden Hutchinson would do his thing. Rodrigo, he did his thing. I think really I want to say James Houston and getting Pascal back and when the Okwara brother back, I think that kind of changed the momentum. Like when he came in for that Buffalo Bills game, even though we
Thank you.
lost, it was still a good shot. And you're like, okay, like they rookies, they got potential and everything. So I think they took on the coach, like the toughness and like the motto of the city, like it's grit. And I
Mm-hmm.
forgot to shout out my boy Pat McAfee and Foxy and everything. It ain't the same old lines no more. It's BNL. It's the brand new lines. You already know.
Facts, man. Y'all surprised a lot of people. I thought offensively the talent was there for sure. With Amon Ra and Swift and Jamal Williams, and y'all brought in Chark this year. J-Mo came back towards the end of the season, but like you said, that defense started to kind of turn around midway, like you said, around Thanksgiving, moving into the new or the second half rather of the season. What do you think you guys need to do in order to get over the hump and make the
Mm.
playoffs?
I think the main thing for every team is to stay healthy. We can't get off to another slow start like that. I think, and to piggyback off earlier, I think we learned how to win. I think we had a lot of close games, and they come with a lot of tough losses. But at the same time, like we finally got over that hump in that aspect. So health is first most key, and then I think loading up on the defensive side. That's really our weakest point. Like our offense is solid. We didn't even get a full season with J-Mo, so he get back healthy next year. Got the OTAs and everything, so him and Goff get a little connection. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we'll probably won't bring Chark back, but we'll probably bring somebody else in. But that defense, like add a little to the defensive line, that linebacker. Like I thought Derek Barnes and them boys was going to, do something. I don't know if we bring back Azaloni. I think Holmes is on a cut the cap salary. I think he's trying to, get prepare for the future in the sense in that aspect. And then we need to have a beef up on the secondary as well. So really defense. I think we get a couple little nice free agent signings out there, and there's a
Mm-hmm.
plethora out there and everything. And I think we're more of a marketable area now. People kind of see like, oh, like you can go out there. Like I ain't expect
Yeah.
them to live out there. They might have a home in Miami, but they gonna go out there, win some football games, make a little noise.
At least you play in a dome, man. Hey, you
Hey,
know
look,
what
you
I'm
ain't got to worry
saying?
about
It
the
get, it
cold.
get cold. It gets cold in Michigan, dog. Thanks, man. So just looking at some stats, man. Like we talked about, the offense was rolling. Fifth in points per game at 26, fourth in yards per game. Um, Rush offense kind of middle of the pack, as far in terms of yardage, and then kind of the same with the passing offense. But then, like you said, the slow start on defense, 28th in points. So that first half kind of beat up on you boys a little bit. Um, but moving on, you guys got some free agents that we want to get into. Let's see, got a little list. So you got DJ Chark, Jamal Williams, Mike Hughes, Anzalone, you mentioned, um, Gerard Davis, Deshaun Elliott, Nate Sudfeld, um, Dan Skipper, Austin Bryant, just to name a few. Who would you like? Oh, and I didn't know Amani is a free agent as well. So out of those guys, who would you like to have back?
Um, I think out of those guys, probably Jamal Williams first for sure. He the heartbeat of the team. You know, you gotta have that one person that wants to take that full persona on from the coaches. And I think he brought that. You saw that in the season, even when they were losing, he held accountability. Hard knocks, he set the tone. He kind of let everybody know and everything. And then after that, I'd probably say Anzalone, just because we need, and he was kind of like the soul on the defensive side. He had a quiet, solid year. I'm not even gonna lie. I was looking at it, I was paying attention. I'm like, okay, like he doing some things that kind of resemble what he was doing with the Saints. So I kind of was just like, okay, like I think we could probably bring him back on like a little nice little short term deal. Outside of that, I would want to bring Chart back for sure. I think he added a different component to the offense. When he came back, we was winning. When he was out, I think we was 0-6 or something like that. So, so having him back, I think changed the aspect as far as you got, St. Brown, wheel route, slant routes, like he all inside. Chark spread the field. But with us having Jamison Williams, I think that kind of opens up the door right there to where we can let Chark go. I think Chark can probably want about 12, 13 million a year. And I don't think we want to give him that. I
At
personally want to
least,
give him that. Yeah.
at least that wide receiver market booming, boy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He might want more than that, 15, 16. And I think, there's some talented receivers out there in the draft. You can probably get a little sneak pick out there or somewhere you can go. I mean, I wouldn't want Juju, but maybe you can get him for a little steal. You just have him as death. Nah, I really don't want. I'll take that back. It sounded good for a second. He got his little chip. He might not even be with the Chiefs next year. But
It's all good till they dancing all in your
oh
videos,
man,
all in the promo videos, all on the sideline. Ain't nobody trying to see all that, man.
at all.
Thanks though. Yeah, Chark does add, another level of explosiveness. Although I think we'll see a lot of that next year with JMO for sure. What do you run, like a 4.2 something, low 4.3?
Low 4-3, yeah.
Yeah, like ridiculous. Yeah, he probably will end up pricing out more than likely. I looked at it and I don't know how accurate this is, but I saw I got like 16 million cap as
Mm.
of January 30th. But obviously it's time for restructures and cap casualties and all that stuff to kind of move some money around. So with that being said, out of the major areas of need, so a lot of it on defense and potentially adding another receiver, what do you think are the best means of addressing those in particular? Like, what would you want to address in the draft? What would you want to address via free agency?
You know what? Either or. Last year was more draft because you had to set a tone and build a foundation. I think so. I feel like you can either get that in the draft. We got the sixth pick and then we got the 18th pick. Then we got four picks in the top
Mm-hmm.
70 or something like that. Top 80, top 70, top 80,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. And
Yeah.
then even though we got 16 million far as in cap right now, like I expect us to make a couple cuts. Like I don't expect to see Brockers back. Um, I think his name, the offensive tackle, Hapawadi, the Tally or whatever,
Mm.
because he ain't never in the
Yeah,
game.
it's like IU Patty. Is that
I
him?
yeah,
Or
something like
yeah.
that. Nigga he ain't ever in the game, so we can cut him. And I'm trying to think, Romeo. You know, I think cutting them three people gives us I want to say that gives us like an extra about really about 26 M. So that puts us at 40. It puts us at 40. And like we do some restructuring and stuff out there. Like I think the offense, a lot of time with defensive players, they want to go somewhere where the offense is good, so they ain't got to be on the field,
Thanks.
that long. So they see that,
Hmm.
like, we fifth. And that was like not even being healthy. Shout outs to golf, proved everybody wrong. Told them MVP golf, Super Bowl MVP golf. But I think the main, like a couple of I would want to say, um, I said the free agency. I know what we can get from Brad Holmes. We got plenty of options. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we trade back to get more assets. But then
Hmm.
also, I wouldn't be surprised if he combined, two of those picks for extra third first and just go try to get, go try to get another heavy hitter on the defensive end. But I'm gonna go with more of the free agency. We got the solo, the green one, exclusive.
Hey, see, they had a little variety pack. They got a bunch of colors in there, but
Uh,
I was like, man, I just need some
that
colors,
sound like
man.
a party pack.
Yeah, the little party pack. This the AKA pack. They got the green and the pink, lime green and pink, and then like orange and blue or some shit. I was like, bro, I just need a lot of cups because we rock with a lot of cups. If you got colors, that's just bonus. All right. All right, man. But back to it. Yeah, so like you said, y'all have five picks in the top 81, which is
Oh my
actually
God.
which is crazy. 6, 18, 48, 55, 81.
So we
So
got, yeah.
y'all got some solid capital there. Yeah, kind of, and I'm pretty much kind of on the same page as you. Uh, I feel like on defense, a lot of times people fill those holes like with some little short 1, 2 year deals with some vets and stuff like that to kind of bring up the younger guys. I don't know if you want them, but damn, I forgot his name. I see. Oh, Bobby Wagner,
Oh
old
yeah, I seen that
ass,
today. So
got
he
cut. Yeah,
cut.
yeah, he got cut. So I mean, that's like the older leadership type guy. And at this point, he can't be demanding too much money. He got cut again.
Yeah, he
I
got
wouldn't
losing
think
trade. I think
so.
he got the PFF gave him the highest. Was he like the highest ranked
Yeah, yeah, I
linebacker?
think
So
it
he got
was.
trade left.
Yeah, he still got some tread left on the tire. So, like you said, that could be a way to go to attack. Then then on the other side of that, wide receivers coming out every year. Um, like I said, this class seems to be okay. I really don't know a lot about them. I've just been seeing random like Steve Smith breakdowns of the receivers, which ones he like, which one he really don't. But like he's like lukewarm on Buddy from TCU.
Mm.
He basically saying like, hey, he's really athletic, but he doesn't kind of always showcase it or doesn't use it in the right way. And then he was talking about JSN from Ohio State, kind of just saying he's really a slot guy and stuff like that. But he said he basically is a route runner, like extraordinaire. Like so, kind of with that is all really what you looking for as far as your wide receivers, as far as this draft goes.
And, honestly, like I said, yeah, I was watching college football, but the main one I kind of like the dude out of Tennessee, Hyatt.
Hyatt,
Hyatt.
yes,
I like
explosive.
him. Explosive, very explosive. I call little, buddy out of TCU. He
Mm-hmm.
reminded me of one of them people that was gifted in high school that ain't never really
Yep.
tried. So they did the bare minimum. They
Mm,
ain't tap into that.
yeah.
I think I saw that same segment. Steve Smith, Junior had did
Mm-hmm.
in that. So my bad, senior had did in that. So buddy out of what's his name? We say JSN out of Ohio State.
I do not know how to say his
I
name, so I
can't say
just
his name
say
either. Yeah,
just
I
say
like the
JSN,
JSN.
dog.
He nice. I just I think he got overshadowed by Marvin Harrison. Yeah, that boy gonna be a dog. Marvin Harrison Jr. gonna
Oh
be a
yeah,
dog for sure.
hell yeah, yeah.
Uh,
He's like everybody's saying if he was eligible this year, he's the top five pick. It's not just first receiver; they're like top five
Top five overall. Like he can
overall.
he
Yeah,
on some on Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson type level
yeah.
deal.
One of
Um,
them ones.
yeah, hopefully JMO turn into that. Shout out to my Joe JMO. But the one sleeper I got, and I'm not biased, so I'm a Michigan State fan. But for everybody looking to Jaden Reed,
The receiver.
he a receiver. So he played his special team. He was All American. Yeah, first team for the Big Ten receiver and then punt
Mm-hmm.
return and stuff like that. Kind of
No,
like Hyatt, shifty, fast. Plays with his body and everything. Uh, that's somebody getting later rounds for the most part. But wide receivers, I think it's poorish because like last year, that wide receiver class crazy. You had Olave,
mm-hmm.
Wilson, Jamo,
Drake London.
Greg London. He actually had a good
He had
year.
a
This
solid. He had a solid year.
who else they had? Who else in that draft?
Yeah.
Oh, Christian, Christian,
Watson.
yeah, Christian Watson.
And
Um,
then it was like Scott Moore and those kind of guys who kind of didn't do a lot.
yeah, he didn't really do
Oh,
too much.
Traylon Burks splashed a couple of games.
Yep. I think they get a
He had
little
a couple of games.
Tannehill stay healthy, they get another little quarterback. They look like they about to go into like a little rebuild, low key, but we're not gonna see how
Mm-hmm.
that goes. But this year's wide receiver class, you can mess around and wait to get a wide receiver really in the third or fourth round.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think too many wide receivers going first round this year.
Yeah. It seems like wide receivers are one of those positions that come in with the most ready as far as the league goes. Um, just because like offenses are so creative to where they're manufacturing guys open, and at that point you're just using your skill. I like Zay Flowers from Boston College, explosive. Um, he's not like super big, but he's just shifty and quick. Yeah, I think it's probably I've seen maybe like only like round one receivers I've seen consistently. I feel like I've seen Hyatt, JSN, Buddy from TCU, and then sometimes I see Flowers going back in the first.
Oh,
But
I'm sleep. I can't, buddy. He played for Pittsburgh the year before last, and he transferred to USC. He a dog. Addison,
Addison is the
Jordan
Addison.
Addison.
He's been
He,
going in the first round
he a
too. I
dog.
haven't
I
seen
totally
him.
forgot about that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he wanted them because he did it with he had Kenny Pickett. He had Pickett first, and he doubled back and
Yeah,
went with Caleb Williams. Yeah, like
yeah,
he one on ones, go get it. They had him running all routes, put him in the Wildcat. Like, Buddy was moving all across the field. I forgot about him. So yeah, so
yeah.
I can see. I see like depending on how teams go, I would say you got Buddy out of TCU, Quentin Johnson, something like that.
Johnson. I think
And,
it's Johnson.
and you got Jordan Addison, and then Hyatt, and then JSN. I think those two right there be like that. If anyone would go first round, it'd be those four. Now, if they
Yeah.
will go,
Man,
I don't know. A lot of teams need quarterbacks, a lot of needs.
a lot of quarterbacks going in the first round. I see Anthony Richardson keep sliding up slowly but surely.
Sure,
Um,
what's the buddy out of UCLA? Darian, Darian something.
mm-hmm.
He like a dual threat quarterback. He can run. He got an
Mm-hmm.
arm and everything. Like they was making noise in the beginning of the year and it kind of slowed down or whatever. But
Yeah,
he like a little sleeper pick. I think they got, but Hendon Hooker, he dropped into about the third, maybe
yeah,
second
coming
round.
off the
He's off of
ACL.
the ACL. He old. Um,
Yeah, he like what, like 24, 25 maybe.
25, something like that. Dude out of Georgia. What's his name?
Stetson Bennett.
Stanson Bennett. Grandpa.
Yeah,
I died.
Stetson Bennett. He's smooth 30.
Yeah.
Hey, he's
Honestly,
smooth 30.
I think I was a big Bryce Young. I remember we talked even before Bryce Young, we were talking about Will
Right, right.
Levis. Will Levis got a
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, he like a project, got raw
Look,
talent, but it's kind of all over the place. But
yeah.
honestly, the most complete quarterback out of all of them, and I hate Ohio State. But I would say Bryce Young got that dog in him. He got the higher ceiling, but CJ Stroud got the that what he showed me in that Georgia game. And they supposed to be the top defense and everything. Like
Mhm.
I think he kind of boosted his stock right there. But Mel Kiper gonna pipe it down some way. But
Man, Kiper been going for Will Levis. Will
oh
Levis,
yeah,
he was down, but his offensive line was bad. He didn't have any weapons.
oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
he
ah,
gonna
man,
give
that's a
up.
little boosted, but God, I like CJ Stroud, but I feel like it's like he give me Dak vibes. Like
I can see that.
Dak is like it's like this is Dak. This is the Ohio State Dak. This first round Dak. I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
Anybody that got him in fantasy, go ahead, dump him off, man. He in the free market right now in my league. We trying to get rid of him.
Free Dak.
It could be
So
Dallas though. Hey,
hey,
Jerry
so
World.
motherfucking Jared. So speaking of quarterbacks, man, what would you like to see you guys do? Jared Goff had a really good year, a Pro Bowl year, and he actually played at a Pro Bowl level. He was somewhere around like 30 and 7, 8, something like that. Um, so how would you like to see that progress moving forward? Just say like a 2 to 3 year snapshot in the future.
We got, I believe we got golf locked in to 2025. We got him for another 2 years, 2 more seasons, whatever. Um, Honestly, we definitely need a backup quarterback. As you see in
Mm,
the NFL, a lot of teams once they lose their quarterback, it's a wrap.
yeah.
Honestly, I think all right, we got Nate Sudfeld or whatever from the 49ers.
Who?
Yeah, who exactly who? Like I had watched one practice highlight video. I'm just like, what's this dude like? But I
Nah.
mean, nah, that's not gonna cut it. Honestly, I want all, of course, everybody, you want the defensive stars like Will Anderson fall down there, Jalen Carter,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Evan Witherspoon, old buddy Christian Gonzalez. He real raw.
I just seen about him today.
Yeah,
I was like,
he
oh, okay.
yeah, he like that. But I don't know, being honest, I wouldn't be surprised if for some reason, like the only two quarterbacks we would take in this draft is probably CJ Stroud and Bryce Young. So for every reason, like if they slip, I could see if they slip, like if Bryce Young slipped down to like 3, 4 somehow, because the draft wonky every year and stuff like that, I could see us trading
Mm-hmm.
up. Because honestly, we need somebody to fall back behind Golf. Like Golf know he a bridge quarterback. I mean, unless some crazy happen this year, I think we'll make the playoffs. Maybe win a game, possibly a home playoff game. If we win the division, but um, I think we do need to sure up that. If it's not this year, then I'm all for next year, and then that aspect would be for like Caleb Williams. So in that case, I would say like trade out the first, like one of those trade one of those first picks, trade
Mm-hmm.
back, get somebody's 2024 pick, so that give us 2 for next year. More ammunition, and then you can make them type of moves like San Fran did for Trey Lance. Like you can push all the chips because everybody on
Yeah.
rookie doing stuff like that. Because after the point, I think it's like next year, 2024, I think our cap space supposed to be in like I think it's 80 plus. We
Mm-hmm.
still got
Yeah.
people we got to pay. We got St. Brown got to get his check.
Mm-hmm.
Swift, the jury's still out on that. I feel like if anything, I mean, I think he can have a Josh Jacob year, but at the same time, I don't think they'll do it long term. So I wouldn't be surprised, we go elsewhere with that play. But I'm low key if Bryce Young, CJ Stroud drop down, go ahead get them, or we go
Mm-hmm.
ahead and get the boy out of UCLA like the 4th round. But honestly, if we don't get a quarterback in the draft, we probably go get somebody in the free agency, like or keep Nate Sudfeld, whatever it may be. But I know Golf as much as is Jared Super Bowl MVP Golf. I'm a realistic person. I know we have a limited ceiling, so I think we need to get like a little stud, like a part of me wish we would have drafted Justin Herbert back in the day, but Penei Sewell, you got to offensive tackles last for a long time, so you can build that up around build them trenches up, be
Take the
solid.
quarterback. Fuck the trenches. Hey, I love the trenches, but if you can get the if you can get the quarterback. But
I mean, if you got,
I'm not completely sold on Herbert like a lot of people are, though. So
you know, it's gonna be interesting because didn't they get rid of their offensive coordinator?
mhm.
Yeah, they got rid of their offensive coordinator, so that's gonna
They got Kellen Moore.
from the Cowgirls. So yeah,
Mhm.
so yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he ended up doing and stuff like that. I think they probably lose Keenan Allen, so it'll be interesting. Mike Williams not gonna stay healthy, and I don't really believe in Joshua Palmer and DeAndre Carter and all them boys. Like as your leading two, as your
Not
one.
my guy.
I mean, your guy, your Arnold Palmer.
He a nice 2 or 3. He suck as a 1. He trash as a
You know what I'm
1.
saying, yeah, like Mike Williams probably give you 7 games out of the year, maybe
Hey,
8.
they gonna be a night. They gonna be a roller coaster 7.
Hey, look, he
He
might
gonna
play the
go. He
first
can go for
two.
2 tutties. The
Hey,
next week
look,
he can go for 2 catches.
hey, don't be the news. They be like, yeah, he going for 2 first-round picks after that first week. He done dropped 35. Next
35
2 in week 3, he dropping 12, 7. Some
free.
outlandish stuff. But I think honestly, if you can quote me on this, I think we push all the chips in next year and then try to move up to get Caleb Williams. I think that's something like if you really want to take that next step, you got to make a bold move. Like you look at the 49ers, like they did that with Trey Lance. Shit, they did that with McCaffrey. They ain't no damn running back. Elijah Mitchell was hurt, but he was still solid. But at the same time, like they just threw all the you got to make that splash. And I don't think we just got positioned to be able to do that. So like golf will be a solid 2-3 years. And I mean, I don't know if golf does go crazy, then that's something the management got to deal with. Me personally,
Mhm.
I think in this league you got to have a dual threat. Like you got to be able to at least escape out the
Yeah,
pocket and do a first down,
yeah, for
or make a
sure.
defender. Make a quick move, shift them, and then free time and get the wide receiver a little open and stuff like that. So
Yeah, the bare minimum
24
is like
caliber.
Joe Burrow, like ability as far as like moving in the pocket and being able to escape. That's like bare minimum. Like you
Yeah,
ain't got to be Josh Allen or Mahomes, but you got to be like Joe Burrow, who can pick up first downs with his legs, like you said, can navigate the pocket, can escape the pocket. Like that's like minimal. Like especially with these edge rushers that's coming out every year and
right.
developing all the stuff, you got to be able. Um, quick, even though this ain't about the Chargers. Yeah, I think that I seen them getting like JSN, which makes a lot of sense if you get rid of Keenan
Yeah.
Allen, same type of guy. So that actually
Mhm.
makes a lot of sense. They're like 18 or something like that. Um, Running back, you kind of mentioned Swift. Obviously, Jamal Williams is a free agent. What do you think you guys are going to do with that this year? It's a lot of other free agent running backs, probably the best free agent running back class we've seen in a while.
Um, I mean, we're gonna keep Swift. We got 1 more year. Um, I don't think we got to pick up his 5th year option. No, we don't. Not this.
He was a second round pick.
So it was so it was second round. I thought it was first round. It was second.
He
Oh
was
well,
second.
there you go. So that explains why they were talking about him not coming back after the season. Um, I think Williams will come back after the market and everything settled,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I said we probably sign him for like a 2-year deal, somewhere like 8.3 to about like
Yeah.
9, 10 or something like that. They may do 10 just so just for what he did, and what he brings to the team. But honestly, I think Swift gonna be out of there. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he got traded. I wouldn't be surprised if he got traded draft night. I think more realistic would be probably during by the trade deadline on some, trade out. Because another thing I was looking into, like everybody I think we go defense, 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 but it ain't nothing wrong with like bolstering your strong suit. Like if you're gonna strip the defense in free agency and you're gonna cut vets and everything, you can take a little calculated risk. Like at 18, if Bijan Robinson down there, like I have no problem with taking Bijan down there. You have him in the
Mm-hmm.
back, and now Swift in his mind, I got he coming from my spot. Let him boost up his stock. and everything, and then come trade deadline, you just make trade them off and stuff like that. But I think Swift will have a big year. It'd be like Jacobs, like we always say, they fourth year, all of a sudden they wake up, they're not injured no more, like everything fine, that money on the line. It's time for you to get that second contract. So
I swear Josh Jacobs was just playing through everything this year.
we used to talk so much shit about Josh Jacob, and then all of a sudden this man, what was he like? RB was he? I know he was in top
He had to
five.
be like, he had to be like,
Was
I'd
it?
imagine he was like top three. It had to
Yeah,
be
because
probably him, McCaffrey, and
and
Eckler.
yeah, Eckler, but he had to be at least 3 or 4, no doubt. Because I can't even think of anybody else.
I would imagine because he had 1,600 yards, double digit touchdowns, and he caught the ball decent.
Mhm.
He caught it
Ano-
decent this year.
Another dude that sneaky out the Jamar Gibbs.
I
I've
heard
been
his stock been rising.
yeah, like I haven't watched caught a little bit of his tape and stuff like that. I guess they would compare him to like Camaro and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what they
So
said.
yeah, I can see like, they might, go defense and try to grab him in the second round or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It just all depends on mindset. We trying to I think they're really trying to Okuda took enough strides or showed enough flashes. 'Cause it was the first year back after, messing up his Achilles and everything.
Yeah.
So I expect him with a full offseason, get back and like, he can be like how he, when he shut down Justin Jefferson, had that boy locked up. They say the straps on that neck. But they go, mess around, get Jalen Ramsey. Um, what's the other dude? Oh no, Jalen Ramsey be cool, but the dude out of the Buccaneers, Jamal Dean, I think that's what his
Jamel
name.
Dean.
Jamel Dean, my
Yeah.
bad.
Mm-hmm.
He a dog. He don't want a lot of money though, but he a
He's
dog.
solid. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that we
He
had some.
got paid on that.
They were talking about Bradbury.
Yeah.
As long as he ain't hold him like he did in the Super Bowl, he's more than welcome to pull up. That was tough, But
No doubt.
but
It
the running back pool actually deep. And
is.
what's the boy out of TCU? Deuce Vaughn?
Oh
Is he out
yeah.
of
Nah.
yeah,
He from K State. No, is
K
that boy
State?
from K State?
I know it's purple, something purple.
I think that's K State. But
But yeah, his
he
stock rising
moved.
too.
There
His
was
stock
one
rising too.
dude. Yeah, that's K State.
K State, okay, my fault, my
That
fault.
boy Lord.
Yeah, little
5'6".
though. Yeah.
Nice little third down back.
And then I think
We might scoop him. We might scoop him. You know what I'm saying?
I want to say because what they got? Yeah, they got him as the second best running back coming out. So I saw some stuff about the dude out of A&M, but I ain't really watched too much SEC, my bad. So I just kind of go off what I see on ESPN and stuff for right now. But they say
Mm-hmm.
he pretty nice too. So I mean, you can dip back in on a running back and cash in probably like something in the fourth, fifth round, just because everybody kind of low focusing on other needs that's needed. Especially
Yeah,
like
he
you
been
said with
hooping
the free
wild.
agency pool for the RBs is like out there right now. Like I think Barkley about to
Yeah.
hit the free agency, which is done for the Giants. I keep him over Daniel Jones. Like you said, you need a quarterback, but Daniel Jones, I mean that
Daniel Jones say 45.
4-5 on him.
45.
I know he wants some guaranteed money. I hope he ain't talking no Watson.
No, I hope not. And I seen something wild. The source was incredible for real though. They said if the Titans want to strip it down, Buffalo might be in play for Derrick Henry. That would be the nastiest read option in the history of the world, Craig.
Oh, that's cool, boy. That's
That would
you.
be crazy.
You got over the top with Diggs. You got Davis whenever he wake up. You got
It's
Josh
every
Allen.
4 games. Every 4 games he go for about 150 though.
What's the
But yeah, that would be
what's that
crazy.
wide receiver they got that was actually he made a couple plays in the playoff?
Shakir.
Shakur, yeah, Shakir.
That's the one that was,
That dropped. Then he,
that's the one that caused the uproar in fantasy.
yeah. Oh damn, yeah.
But he did make some plays in playoff game though.
Yeah, I think he
I
got.
was like, he kind of solid though. He kind of nice.
We ain't overhyping like they did Hodges. I still think jury's still out on that. I mean, ain't nobody.
I think I'll just go be solid.
You
I
think
think
so?
he a nice little like second receiver on the squad. Yeah,
I
he
think if they
number
don't go
one.
get nobody, he'll be able to flourish a little bit more. Like I think with Woods being gone, Burks can be that
Oh
one.
yeah, Bert. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he gonna
Yeah,
afford
Burt's gonna be solid.
one. And then my
Yeah,
boy, the
Burt's gonna be solid.
tight end one next year, Chicka Waka
Oh,
Waka
cool.
Akonu. Chicka Waka
Hey,
Waka
niggas should be
Akonu.
niggas should be making up names, bro. Niggas be making up names.
Hey man, I can't pronounce it, but I'm make it sound good.
Hey, nah, he's nice. He was like that deep threat for real, which is crazy. Being a tight end, he's solid. I was mad as hell. I was like, damn, I'm about to get him, dude. He's a little sleeper.
Hey man, I
So I
seen
just
him
made it.
on the waivers. I was like, we can't rely on Waller trash ass, but hey.
That's, that's another story for another
Shout out
day,
to my
man.
boy Dre for sending me Mark Andrews.
Welcome.
Bought 3 years on tight end.
Welcome.
Mr. NFL
Uh,
guru. I don't know what I
damn,
still don't know
so
what he was
man,
thinking, but hey.
I don't know either. Like if y'all want to send me some bullshit trades, I'm open. I'm open. Shoot. Um, so man, moving to 2023, what is a realistic ideal off season for you? What happens in that scenario?
um I think we're gonna draft a cornerback, either 6 to 18. For sure. If they trade back, then it'll probably be whatever that pick they trade back for and stuff. But I see them going to get somebody out in free agency, for sure, like a veteran presence. So I can see, like, I think Jamel Dean took it a little high. So I can see them, they might go get, if they can get Ramsey over there because Brad Holmes was just with the Rams, or if they can go ahead. I saw some stuff about Bradbury. That's cool. The
Mm.
I really like the linebacker for the Eagles. What's his name? Troy Edwards, I think it is. It's Troy Edwards.
I don't know.
Yeah, some Edwards.
They got to cut. It's TJ Edwards, I think.
TJ is my bad. Okay,
Yeah,
yes, the TJ
TJ.
Edwards. He's solid. So I think we for so sure up on the secondary level, probably go get somebody for the low, kind of get in the trenches that for that defensive line, help stop the run. And honestly, the linebacker, um, what's up, buddy name? Trent Simpson. I've been seeing him fly. Like I've been seeing articles and him all over ESPN. Um, they talking about him like he like that. So that kind of like,
What school?
yeah, he what I did, I'm trying to write it down and everything. Oh, he went to Clemson.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
He went
yeah. I
to
see a little bit
Clemson.
on him. I see a
You
little bit
know,
on him.
honestly, we can, Will Anderson slide down there. People ain't if they drinking that yak that night, like that's a steal. If he get down to Mississippi.
It's realistic, bro. If you say just say three quarterbacks go in the top five, buddy from Georgia, yeah, so that's fun.
That's what I really want. I don't want to speak. I don't want to jinx myself, so I'm gonna keep it. I'm hoping, the last year I wasn't expecting to get Jameson Williams. I remember I was in a car when they did the draft and everything. Like I got the notification. I was watching my phone. All of a sudden it was like trade woo woo. I'm like, oh, okay, it's got JMO. I'm like, dang, because if he wasn't hurt, he wasn't going that. He'd have been taken in like the first. He would have been a top
He
five pick.
would he would have been in that bunch because Wilson. Who was it? Did they all go back to back?
You talking about? Yeah, I think it was like Olave Wilson.
Wilson, yeah, Wilson
Was it Wilson
Olave,
Olave and then JMO?
London, maybe
It,
London.
London went
And
before.
J-Mo?
It was
Yeah.
James. They went back to
Oh
back. Yeah, they went
yeah.
right back. And then I don't know what pick the
Yeah,
Falcons had.
so he still went like what pick was that? Like 12
I
or
think I
something
was
like
in
that.
12.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he might yeah, if he was up, he probably
It
would
was
have went a little
12.
higher.
Yeah,
He
I think
probably like 12.
it was
Yeah.
12. It was between that 12 and 15 range. I think it was somewhere. It was like a
I
late
think that probably was like
lottery.
10, 11, 12 or something like that between them three.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that I think it's really this. we sure up on the defense, and then we may make a splash in during the trade, early OTA and stuff like. But I think depending how we start off and come trade deadline, and we like right there, leading the division, I could see us like trying to like going to get the big fish. Like, putting chips in. Cause I think honestly, I give us this year, I think we'll be competitive. Honestly. I think that's the case for it. But next year I got way higher expectations. Like it's playoff wins or a bust. I'm not, this year I got more of like it's divisions. Like I think we can win the North. Like there should be no reason. Okay.
Ooh, the bit of the buzz. Okay. Hey,
Hey
look.
man, gotta,
Hey, look. Hey, look. Season tickets. Got the little Detroit hat
hey
on.
man,
How many jerseys you done bought this off season?
nah, I ain't buying no jerseys. I still got the only one I haven't got yet is the JMO, but I still got my other two still already took. And the season tickets, I was on the wait list last year. So I already knew it was gonna happen. So it's just perfect timing in this sense. So
Yeah, I'm done with. I'm kind of done with Browns jerseys. Every time I get a Browns jersey, they get kicked off the team. So, uh,
bro, you just gotta get go ahead and get you a Chubb jersey. I think he'll be a Brown for life.
oh no, I think the only one safe is like Miles Garrett, but I don't want no 95 jersey.
Man.
That's like the safest. That's the
Hey,
safest
bro,
bet. Oh,
what I
Watson not
learned
because I mean
is
you got to pay him, so shit.
you gotta do the custom jersey. Your last name is forever.
Hey, that's a fact.
There you go.
That's a
You
fact.
supporting the team still. So look, you a fan for life.
That's a fact, dog. That's a fact. Is there another edge rusher that they talking about in the top five? Like I seen them comparing Will Anderson to somebody else in the draft, and I don't know if they're like, who would you take? And I don't know if that was like some propaganda or like if that's like a serious question.
Uh,
I can't remember, but it's like Texas Tech, maybe.
oh, you talking about I did see some mocks of us taking either Miles Murphy out of Clemson, and then they got the dude out of Tyree Wilson.
Mm,
Tyree Wilson. I haven't everybody keep talking about him. I ain't really dove in to see like what he like that, but like and there's another, I think he's not an edge rusher. I think he's defensive
yeah,
line. What's the
it's
dude?
a
Clemson Brees? Something
yeah.
Brees?
I'm looking at it right now. Brian
Okay,
Reese.
yeah.
Brian
Brian
Reese.
Brees, yeah.
Yeah. Cause yeah, I
So
saw the comparisons with Buddy from Texas Tech. I was like, is he really like that?
I think they said
Yes.
Tyree Wilson is what they thought what's so buddy that went to Jacksonville. Trayvon Walker.
He had a quiet.
Yeah, they said he is what everybody expected him to be for the Jags. That was I remember seeing that comparison and everything.
I'm still surprised he went first.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Look, and then we got Hutchinson dropped to us. Like,
Yeah.
my thing in my list, I think I had it was like him and Thibodeau 1A, 1B. I knew we had to go edge because them the foundational pieces. Like
That was the best thing coming out that draft was the edges.
mm,
Yeah, and Thibodeau he broke out at the end of the season. Yeah, that,
yeah, he
that
woke
Monday
up.
night game. That Monday night game, he went dumb
Yeah,
versus
that was
Washington. My goodness, bro.
quote unquote coming out party.
Yeah, he went dumb.
I
Okay,
actually
man.
thought about before tight end. I don't see it. I think that's
Mm,
one spot we gotta share up. I don't, I know we got Brock Wright, old buddy out of VTech. I don't know, and what's his name? Zilstra, or whatever, the other brother.
you go sign Jasicki.
You got Jaceki. I seen something about, I guess, like a Philly Hooper. Um, not really. They were throwing stuff. It was somebody.
Yeah, I told you
Oh,
he gonna
our
catch
boy
the
Juwan
ball.
Johnson, Juwan man.
Oh yeah, my dog.
Yeah, it's an even trade. I got Chickawawa, Uncle Noah, and then you got you got
nah,
Juwan.
that's
So
my dog, the TV monster.
Yeah, we
Those are
need for
monsters.
sure. I think we straight up. The only tight end, I mean, that I've seen if they talked about and watched the highlights was the dude out of Notre Dame, the mayor guy.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen it.
So
I've
like,
seen it too.
I think outside of that, I think it's a plethora of little tight ends you can kind of plug and play.
Hmm.
I think our time we just need him to, be solid on third downs, blocking. That's our scheme and everything anyway. So I don't. That's why we kind of let Hawkinson go. He couldn't block. And honestly, it opened the
We,
offense up way more in a sense because
we
like,
definitely don't want Gesicki, you know.
yeah, but see, there you go. Got that's another hit we got to take. So I think they go get somebody. I don't know. I ain't gonna put if anything, if I had to pick, I'd probably say Jawan Johnson. Then I would get honest. Yeah, Gasecki. I was gonna say do Austin Hooper for Gasecki, but you can tolerate the non-blocking for the catches and everything if he's used correctly. Even
Hooper catch,
honestly, you might have to do a two tight end set, bring Brock Wright in there and have him block.
Hooper catch that thing and fall. Catch and fall. Catch.
And slow to at
Slow
that.
mo, bro. I'd be like, man, your
Wow.
stupid ass up, bro. Man, he caught one, I think in the Dallas game with Tennessee and kept running. I said, who was this? Who was that dude, bro? I ain't never
I didn't
seen
see
him
that.
ever
I gotta
do this
check. I'm gonna have
before.
to go back and watch the little highlight.
I was like, what? I said, man, he changed. You acting totally different, dog. I don't like it.
I saw
Man,
that
but
guy, and Joku finally woke up for y'all.
yeah, him has always been like
He ain't have no
it's
problem.
been opportunity, injuries, and drops. So like his first couple of years, it was injuries and drops, and then like that year, the year we went to the playoffs, we signed Hooper, so he wasn't getting an opportunity. 2021, he was way better than Hooper, and they tried to use him a little bit, but not really. And then obviously we let Hooper go this past year, and he really was a big part of the offense. And Jacoby Brissett was the type of quarterback that's like, I'm gonna feed the hot hand in like that Thursday night game versus the Steelers. It was like drop back, 5 yard out, drop back, hits, drop back, boom, boom. He started getting confidence after that, and he really was pretty solid for. But then he got hurt again. But
And
he
he
was
got
pretty
hurt.
solid when he was on the field. But yeah, he had an ankle sprain. He was playing really good too because he got hurt versus Baltimore. He had 7 for like 77, like the middle of the third quarter. Like he was about to have one of them days. So
Yeah,
and he improved his
plateau.
blocking. Yeah, and he improved on his blocking, and his drop rate that went down like every year. So next year, I think he got a chance to break out, like break out, depending on if who we had in the receiver room. But he's still probably gonna be worst case third option.
Yeah, I think there's only a few teams that even got tight ends as their first option. We got KC,
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore.
Baltimore,
Um,
that's probably it.
that's it. Because who ran
Bradshaw
like
just
top
came free, but
five?
I don't think he blocked either.
Oh, Pitts was it before he got hurt.
Uh, Johnu Smith, he don't block either, but he don't
That
block.
boy Dre said, "Oh, that boy going crazy. That boy going crazy." Yeah, Dre. He got like
Yeah, 3 for 27 and a
3 for
touchdown. Man, get out of here, man.
Oh
And
shit.
I messed around and drafted him in the league in the third round. I still won the league, but I was pissed every week starting that dude, bro. I was like, man, I ain't got no choice. And
Wow. Somebody gave me a crazy offer in the beginning of the year. That's when I did it was like the IDP league. And I
Mhm.
had him. I think I drafted, I think it was Waller or somebody else. I had two solid tight ends. It looked like on paper it was solid tight ends. And
Yeah.
everybody was trying to get pitched from him. I'm like, nah, nah, nah. Like, I don't know why I believed in the Falcons. That was the only time I believed in the Falcons. Should have traded his ass. Lost me the whole nigga. Literally lost. I think one week he lost me. Yeah, because actually that one game that I lost before he got hurt and everything. but it took me out of dropped me from first to third.
Mm,
So yeah, that was trash. But
man. Yeah,
three
you know how it
pits.
is with them tight ends, man. You get it how you live, dog, in fantasy, man. Shout out to Dallas Goddard, man. My dog got you late in the draft. You had a good year, team. Fucked up your shoulder. It's all good, though, man.
Give me your top 10, Zeke. I forgot who I was
Top,
talking to. Oh, it was Ryan. Ryan was trying to convince me. I think he said, who? Let me see.
top
Oh,
10 what?
top 10 tight ends.
Right now? All time.
Yeah. Not right now.
Hmm.
Oh, he was trying to say Dalton Schultz was the top 10 tight end.
It probably is. If I had to go with 10 of them things, one is Kelsey, obviously.
Mm.
Two is Kittle, obviously. Well, not obviously, but I go Kittle too. Ooh, well,
Yeah. I was
Kittle had a good year this year. Kittle had a damn good year this year. I go Kittle too. Even though I've been a Mark Andrews guy, but I'm gonna go Kittle too. Andrews three, four. Get into my Rolodex of tight ends. Four, four might be Goddard. Four Goddard.
yeah, I had Hawkinson.
I go
You got
Goddard
like
over Hawkinson. I'm gonna go
Goddard,
Goddard at four. Five will probably be Hawkinson. Six. I might go with Joku at six, just because I know how well he actually blocked this year, and I think he still ended up with like he missed like 3 or 4 games, and he still ended up with like 60 catches, 600 yards, and like 4 touchdowns, something like that. So I go him. But that's six or seven. That's six.
six.
Uh, Joku at six. Hell, he probably should be higher than Zach Ertz at seven because he was balling stupid before he tore his ACL.
Yeah, okay,
Uh,
okay.
so I'm putting him at seven. He probably should be higher. Eight. Eight. Let's see South. No. Let's see West.
Then you got Fire move in there.
Um, Brian move eight. Brian move eight. Brian move nice. He had better number than Joker. He nice. They didn't give him the ball in the red zone though, but he nice. Brian move at eight. Let's see North. Oh, let's see East. Schultz probably be somewhere in there. Schultz in
Got to
there.
slide Waller in the tight. I think Waller's still he's
Oh
still
shit. I forgot about
as a
Waller.
fan. Yeah, I
Waller
think
Waller Waller when healthy still top five.
yeah.
Waller when healthy. Waller when healthy, I'll take him over Goddard. So he'll be four.
Mm.
Put him at four, slide everybody else down.
He ain't what Pitts at.
Um
His year was he had a bad year. He ain't in top 10.
he'd probably be in the top 10 just because he had 1,000 his first year.
Yeah.
He had 1,000 his first year. I don't know. I don't think he blocks, but he had 1,000 his first year, and like really it was quarterback play that kind of derailed his second year and injury. So he's
Mm.
definitely top 10. He's in that 7 to 10 range. I think it kind of gets all jumbled. I think the main thing is Kelsey, Kittle, Andrews, Waller, Goddard, Ock. That's like your definitive six.
Mm.
And then after that, you can
It's
debate
all
anywhere between Pitts, Ertz, Njoku, Fryermuth, and them type of guys. What's had a good year this year? Gerald Everett had a good year this year.
he
When he was
did.
healthy, he was balling out with the Chargers.
Command, I
Um,
think I want to say Command had a
Command
good
came on. He came on at the end of the year. I drafted him, and his first 2 weeks he didn't have a catch. He had
mm.
like 2 targets, no catches. And then like middle of the season, he came on and went crazy. Evan Ingram had a hell of a year this year. Evan Ingram balled out this year. Like he hasn't showed it consistently because with the Giants he was really up and down, but he balled out in Jacksonville this year. He had like 700 yards, like 7 touchdowns, and like especially like the last like 2 months of the season, he was going crazy. So yeah, 7 through 10 gets real jumbled. Um, so you could argue that Schultz is not top 10 because 7 through 10, Ertz is in there for sure. I take Pitts over Schultz.
Fire.
I I'll take Fry move over Schultz. I'm taking Njoku over Schultz.
I'll take him at over shoulders too.
And you can debate that. Yeah, Schultz not top 10.
I think you can debate Komet. Evan Ingram actually had a solid year with the Jags. He had a nice little bounce back. I
Yeah,
think
that's
he
what I was
was
saying.
hurt. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was hurt with the Giants. So that yeah.
Yeah,
What
he
you
he had
put
a real good
McBride?
year.
You don't think Trey McBride got the
I mean, you got to see more. I got to see him more with Kyler
mm,
to actually know what he is. He
I
had
think
like
he's like
one
top
good game at
15.
the end of the year. Nah, I don't think
Top
it's that 15.
top what we got? I'm tripping because you got Dawson Knox. Yeah, he had, we'll say 20. I'll give him 20.
Hey, I don't even care what his numbers is. You got Will dice him up Disley.
I
You know
forgot
what
he
I'm
bounced
saying?
back. I'm surprised. I thought Noah Fant was gonna do some. I was actually
Yeah,
Higby had a solid year.
he had a
Yeah,
real
so you
solid
think
year.
you really thinking about?
Hayden Hurst had a solid year.
Yeah, I don't think that McBride might not even be in top 20, but
Hunter
that's okay.
Henry,
Yeah, he probably top 20. I give him top 25. I ain't gonna drop him that low.
that niggas keep going. Uh, Chickaboo Okonkwo, I take
Hey,
him over McBride.
Chickawoo, is it Chickawoo? Chickahoo,
I think
Awaka.
it's I don't know what it
Big Chig. I'm
is.
gonna call him Big Chig. Big
Big
Chig.
Chig,
Hey,
Big
Big Chig.
Chig. Yeah, yeah, it's a lot. It's good talent at tight end. It's just everybody don't really be producing like that for real.
Right.
Jawan Johnson, nigga. I'll take him over McBride. What you mean?
Yeah, yeah, McBride. Yeah, damn, we might have to take him down a notch.
Yeah, McBride ain't good. Did you pick him up?
Nah, I pick him up.
Oh, I think it must have been Ryan.
Somebody else
I
picked
was
him
like,
up.
man, it was Ryan. I was like, bro, I don't have no room for
Well,
all
you
these
play
off brand
Dynasty.
niggas, bro.
It's interesting. I actually like Dynasty better because now you just be seeing people just make some interesting shit, do all interesting shit all year.
Yeah, like random shit. Hey, look, I'm in the phase. You see me? I'm changing nicknames and stuff. That's where I'm at right now, bro. I'm bored. I'm bored. That's all I got for you. Um, yeah, man. Last question before we get out of here is 2023 prediction, whichever one you want it to be. What's your record for 2023?
Um, what did I say last year? I think I said like 10-7, 10-7, 11, something like that. I think I was off a game or two. Um, I'm gonna say looking at the schedule ahead of time before all free trade or trade agent, free agency and everything like that. I'm gonna say 12-5. If we shore up the defense, I could say 13-4. Looking at it, I don't see a lot of. I can see, and let me see. Let me pull it up real quick. Just so why you looking at me like that? Just
13.
I'm gonna say
What
13.
division?
I
My favorite
said
question
10.
is what divisions do y'all play? Is the question. What
I'm about to show
division
you.
do you play?
I got you. I got you. Because I was looking at the home schedules and I
13
was
and
like,
4.
all right. So the home game is we host Green Bay, Chicago, Minnesota, the typical. Then we play Atlanta, Carolina, Denver, the Raiders, and
Y'all play.
Seattle.
Okay, so y'all play the NFC South and the AFC
Yeah.
West.
Yep. So
AFC West gonna be tough. The South gonna be trash.
I can see 8-0 on a strong note, 7-1 out of that. And then on the road, And we got Green Bay, that's a dub. Chicago, that's we ain't even got to play that game. That's a dub. Minnesota,
Kansas City.
probably split. We probably split. We always split. The game's always close. The Kansas City game, if we play an Arrowhead,
It don't matter, bro.
I'm gonna
Y'all
give us a
lose.
loss. No, no, no. But if we end up going to Germany, I'm gonna give St. Brown the
Y'all
hometown
can
of
play that shit. Y'all can play that shit in my back. Y'all can play that shit in my back. Y'all can play that shit in my backyard.
I think we got
Unless Patrick Mahomes do some
so we'll
stupid
say,
shit,
okay, we'll be real.
I
We'll
won't
be
lose.
real. Kansas City, that's a loss.
Mm,
That's a possible loss right there. The Chargers,
it's a possible loss.
okay, yeah, you got two. New Orleans,
Mm,
I
who their
don't.
quarterback gonna be? I gotta see who their
That's
quarterback
there
gonna
we go. So we'll put that as the well. We got Tampa. So New Orleans, Tampa Bay, Dallas, and Baltimore.
be. Baltimore is it Lamar Jackson?
If he's playing Lamar Jackson, that's a third loss.
Kyle
And
Trask gonna be starting for Tampa Bay, so I'm not scared of that.
yep, and then I mean that's one loss up top. That's three losses. Yeah, that's four losses. We got one of the home games, and then we put the Chiefs, Chargers, and Baltimore.
Chiefs, Chargers, Baltimore. Y'all
And
probably
then,
y'all gonna lose at least two in the division. That's just that's just law.
oh yeah, we did
So
right. So you go Minnesota. Yeah, there we go. That's four.
so that 5, 6.
That's four. We said so. The home games is Green Bay, Chicago, Minnesota, Atlanta, Carolina, Denver, the Raiders, and Seattle.
So I'm saying we
We
said
said the
Kansas
Chiefs,
City,
the Chargers.
Chargers.
We said the Ravens. We said one. I say the Minnesota Vikings. I think it's gonna be us
I
too.
said, well, I said two division games.
Oh, you said two. Okay, so I guess
Yeah,
what?
how many teams go 5-1 in the division
I think last year we went.
outside of like the Chiefs who go 5-1 in the division?
We went 5-1 last year.
Really?
Yeah, we did. We beat the Bears.
Swept the Bears,
Bears for
swept
the
the Bears,
Bears,
swept the
for
Green
the
Bay.
Packers, and then we split. We should have beat the Vikings the first time. The bad coaching, but he learned over time, and then we came back. So yeah, we went 5-1 last year.
I don't think you do it again. Well, I got 4-2.
Okay, so we say 4-2, and then we say you said the other three. So that's 12-5. So in that we'll say in that 11-6 range, 11 to 13 wins. I'll take the medium 12. We'll go 12-5 with a division title finally. Host the home playoff game, and I give us a win. I'll give us a win the first. It'll be at home. It's a long time coming, so I can see that being energized. I think it all depends. I think we got the fourth best odds in NFC, or it might be the fifth. I think it's like
Hmm.
the Eagles, 49ers, and I think it was the
Cowboy.
oh yeah, the Cowgirls. Yeah, it was four. It was the Cowgirls, and then it was us, and then the Packers. And I think they kept flipping it depending on what the Packers do or whatever.
They be holding on to the Packers, but
Yeah, they holding on to Packers. They talking about Jordan Love can, basically be
I think he's gonna be nice. I think
he
he's gonna be nice.
what
I
can
don't know
he
if they're gonna. I don't know if they're gonna equate the wins, but I think he's gonna be nice.
I think he'll put some stats up. Of course, every quarterback should at least make it competitive. But if we make the right necessary changes, we can make a deal. Like it wouldn't surprise me if we got to the NFC Championship because the NFC ain't as strong as it used to be. If we want to keep it a stack. I
Yes,
mean,
we.
the Cowgirls
Yes,
are the
we.
Cowgirls. Only team I'm worried about in the NFC is the 49ers and the Eagles. And when we play the Eagles, even before we like it's you can score on the Eagles. Their defense ain't what it is all cracked up. But they lost their offensive coordinator and they lost their defensive coordinator. So it all
That
depends
square ass nigga, man.
it all depends on the mind like that. And then the 49ers, they lost. The 49ers is just like they just that one team that's just solid every regular
They
season.
they reload with defensive coordinators, bro. They lost Sala, they got
That's what I'm
D'Amico Ryan. They
saying.
lost D'Amico Ryans, they got but it's
What's in
from
the new?
Carolina.
Yeah, so I mean,
Hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised, but yeah, I say them two people. The Vikings, I really think the Vikings are gonna drop off more than everybody else think they are. Like I think what they was like 10-0 in one score games.
They're like 10-1.
10, I thought they
Like
won
they're
10
like
1.
they lost like one. They lost like one score game. It was like 10-1 or like 12-1. It was something crazy.
Something crazy though. Like that's I can't like if they had one score games next year, I would say they would go like 6-5-7 or 6-6, something like that. Like it's way less.
It's a natural regression in that shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I can't think any. Yeah, so I would say we'll say 12-5, division title. I'm guaranteed a playoff win, a home playoff win, depending
All
on
right,
seed.
man.
Hey,
Hey,
look,
guarantees on this podcast don't go with X Hirsch. Guarantees on here don't go with, but we making the playoffs. Tell me what
but
we making.
we're saying realistically. I called playoffs last year too. I
No, I'm
did. I was
talking
wrong.
about Hirsch.
I didn't guarantee it, but I said I was like
I'm
playoffs.
talking about Hirsch with the guarantee.
Oh
We
yeah,
making
yeah.
the playoffs.
Hurst
That's
tripped,
easy.
bro. Hurst had me, bro. What the Bears was like 2-3-1 or 2-1 or something, and he was talking cash shit. Then niggas just disappeared. But
Boy lost like 25 straight, bro.
uh, it feels out there. Give him some help. But yeah, I think it's the NFC wide open. You just got to get a couple. If we go get say we go get we get Ramsey for veteran help, take Witherspoon or Jody Porter Jr., get somebody for the D line, get a little linebacker or something like that, and add a little offensive weapon on there. I think we can make some noise, especially with Lonzo. I think the offense, the main key this year, and I was really hoping is the fact that we brought Ben Johnson back. Aaron Glenn, I really wasn't tripping too much because I mean we got enough young defensive players that like a defensive coordinator would want to come, coach that.
Yeah.
But Ben Johnson, he the one that kind of made it like he had golf looking like a Pro Bowl. It was a Pro Bowl, so well,
Mm-hmm.
alternate he still got in. So yeah, I think that was the biggest key. We brought him back, and then it also shows that Sheila Hamp know what she's doing. I think the main I always think y'all should crack jokes and stuff like that. Bro, we had like Bob Quinn, fucking Matt Patricia, like, bro, I don't know why they got rid of damn, what's he coaches, he an assistant coach for Carolina now. Or is it the coach? I think it's Carolina. What's his name?
Oh man. Um,
Damn, what's his name?
I see his face. Jim Caldwell.
Jim Caldwell. Yeah. He went. That was crazy, bro. He went 9-7, like 3 years straight. Bro.
They broke my dog's spirit, man. My
Yeah,
dog's
bro.
like,
Like I'm like, bro, what you like? He couldn't get over the
man.
hump, and then you pull up Matt Patricia, and then we just go to Cap Hill. So like, bring Brad Holmes in, fix him. Like management is the key. We got your boy Dorsey. What's his name?
Dawson no talent. He look
Talent. I mean, but I'm saying,
talent. He look crazy though.
he didn't brought a cut. He done had a little say so and stuff. But I think that's it start with the top, and then that's the reason I always got confident, but I got more confident because I know that like the management actually thinking logically. Like we're not just signing. We had a lot of vets we just signed and gave them deals. Like Trey Flowers is probably the worst deal we ever gave in free agency. A bum. I don't even is he in the league anymore? Right,
I
not
don't
even in
think
the
so.
league anymore. And we paying him still. I think we stopped paying him this year actually. So
But that shit hurt. But when you paying somebody and they gone, they been
I'm
gone.
just taking up cap space for no reason.
Atlanta just got finished paying Julio and Matt Ryan.
Oh, bro, that's the little
Wow.
screenshot I sent her. I think they said cap hell. That's what it was. Bro, Matt Ryan,
Crazy.
speaking of that, he getting paid like 35.7.
Yeah, he been getting a bag for a while.
Yeah, bro. But man, it's
Yeah,
Falcons.
he
Bro.
getting real.
Oh, mark this. We can put this a guarantee. We gonna beat the shit out the Falcons at the home, and we're gonna have a better record than niggas. And if Ritter is their quarterback, they draft in the lottery again. If Ritter's not their quarterback, and they can go spend the money wisely. See, my thing about it is like it's like a nigga in real life. You can't give everybody money because they don't know how to spend it. So they
What's
go
his
wild
name?
out. They go wild out and try to like. I think Alex said they want Bates. I mean that's solid. Something in the secondary back out there. But if they give him a bag and then they go get somebody else a bag and they only get like 2 players out of it, 2-3 players out of that, they did something wrong. So I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
depending on how they do their free agency and whoever their quarterback is, I think they for sure will still be a top. They're gonna be a top 20 pick. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if they was a top 5 pick. So shit. The
Yeah,
Bears,
they
we ain't really worried about that. The Bears is Bears, bro. Hurts gonna have another crying season.
he said the best
I
still
ain't gonna talk
be.
shit about the Ravens because I got Andrews now, so team hunt because Lamar about to be out that thing, and if he ain't out that thing, he might pull a Watson and sit out. So I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I like all of them. All of them scenarios sound good to me.
Hey man, I'm forgetting. Oh, Dusty, Rusty,
Indeed.
Dusty. I can't talk shit about him. He's a Bengal fan. I'm trying to think. If they lose, I don't even if they lose T. Well, they might lose T. Higgin and Boyd.
I don't think T Higgins going nowhere. I think they're gonna let Boyd go. They're gonna but I
Hey,
think they gotta
okay,
pay Burrow.
Higgins.
They gotta pay Burrow and T Higgins this year.
For real?
I mean they don't have to, but
Oh
T
yeah,
Higgins will be a
they gonna sure that they're
T
gonna do
Higgins will be a T Higgins will be a free agent next year because he was a second round pick. And
it. Mhm.
Burrow, he's this Burrow is eligible for an extension now. So it
Go.
makes more sense to do it now, especially before
It's
Lamar
fourth
gets
year,
paid. This is gonna be year
third
four.
year, 4 year.
He's going in the year four.
He's going in a year for. Oh, that's right, because he tore his
Yes,
ACL.
so
But
after 3 years, you're eligible for an extension, and they try to get
rookie max, whatever.
most people get it then because Kyler got his last year,
Right.
which is why it's wild that Lamar didn't get his after his third year. So he had like not only did Lamar not get his after his third year, he played his fourth year, got his fifth year option. Well, yeah, he didn't get his third year. They picked up the fifth year option, played the fourth year, played the fifth year, and he still ain't paid. So technically, Lamar be a free agent coming to 15th. He don't get tagged.
That's why I like the NBA. At least they can force their way out. NFL, boys, yeah,
It's slowly getting there. You've seen a couple.
I think
Tyreek
that's real
Hill,
blood though, for real though.
Monte Adams, Watson, see a few things.
Ramsey started that.
Yeah,
Ramsey for
Ramsey's
sure
going good.
started that. Yeah. I think that
Mm-hmm.
I think NFL got a little bit. They could their owners got a little bit more power, forceful. I think Roger Goodell kind of backed them up heavily to where, and that's why the
Yeah,
NFL keep having to
he
step
worked.
in.
For, he worked for them. He worked for the owners.
Facts.
They they be like, bro, we pay your bill, my boy.
We pay, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I saw this somewhere that basically saying like they're like baseball got like the best balance of power between like owners and players. Then
Mm,
like NBA got too much player power, and then the NFL got like too much owner power. And I was like, that's pretty damn accurate for real, for real. Without knowing much about baseball, that sounds accurate. Like NFL's trying to get there. Like if Lamar gets his deal and Burrow and them push the envelope, Burrow and Herbert, they push the envelope too, and Lamar gets his money, they can really make some noise, but they probably won't.
thing about that is like it's the quarterbacks. All players can't do that.
Right.
Linebackers, like
Right.
it took Roquan Smith a minute to get up out of Chicago and stuff. Like they can't force to like
It depends on the position. Like I said, you saw
yeah,
they got out, the Adams got out, Reek got out. Like it's the people that get paid a lot because now receivers are getting 30 thanks
yeah.
to Tyreek Hill.
But
Quarterbacks about to be getting 50, about to be getting 50 a year.
yeah.
And like and corners, because they getting like 20 of them. They like
So
the only
think about
position
that,
that
like college, they funneling out raw receivers now. So
but that's kind of like with that's like that actually helps even more because like now organizations are like, okay, shoot, we got this receiver, we don't want to pay him 30, another team will, so we can trade him, get a first round
grab
pick,
somebody.
get a new
Yeah.
one. So like they're like it
Keep
kind
the
of it
quarterback
actually
healthy. We're
helps.
swapping them out.
Yeah, like so we can keep pumping out receivers cheaply and we ain't never have to pay them. But it's always gonna be that one team that's gonna be like, are we here? Yes, like we'll take them.
That's kind of like it's even like fantasy wise. Like I always say, fuck them picks. Like I
Mhm.
know I got a guaranteed player that's going to do this, but I'm anticipating and banking on this rookie to come in and do something that we don't know he gonna do in the NFL because he don't always
And
translate
maybe he
over.
will. Yeah, maybe he will. Maybe he
He
won't.
will, he
Maybe it's
won't.
year 2 or year 3 that he breaks out, not year 1. Well, like I got this team that can actually win a championship. So
Yeah,
it's like you got to find that fine balance between like winning now, but also having pieces to build on the future to still be good in 5 years. Like it's
right.
tough, man. It's tough. It's tough, though. That's why you get your quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, hold that stable down. You know what I'm saying? Or get your quarterback like Trevor Lawrence. You know, he's on the trading blocks just in case you need a quarterback and your quarterback stack. But that's just me. Um, I think y'all go. I say y'all get 10. I think y'all get 10-7, and that actually might be enough to win the division because I think Minnesota does go back. Now, whether or not y'all win it, I don't know. I gotta see the changes everybody makes. I can see y'all getting 10. I can see y'all getting 11. I'll probably cap y'all at about 11. But like I said, I think I see Minnesota regress as well. So y'all should be in the mix for the division, and that should be more than enough to get you in the playoffs in the NFC too.
But I mean, that probably I don't know. Depending the Eagles and the 49ers come back like how they start, like they ended last year. I mean, I could see that put us at what third,
Mhm.
third
Yeah, because
because Cowgirls, the
yeah, the
Giants,
South. Whoever wins the South
Redskins,
will be the other pick.
like, it was an anomaly that they was all good this year. So I feel like shit, it might go back to how it was. Who won it this year? The
We talking
Cowgirls. Wait, no, the Eagles won it. My
Eagles.
bad.
Eagles won. I
That's
think Eagles will still be good. Cowboys should still be good. I don't know about the Giants. Giants might take a step back, and Washington, and they're probably gonna be worse. 'Cause unless Sam Howell nice.
I keep talking about him like he supposed like I don't know what. I guess EB gonna get him right, but they talking about Sam Howell like he gonna who picked him up? Eugene.
Yeah, he got all the
He
first
got
year
Kyle
quarterback.
Trask too.
Yeah, he's like shoot, just in case Russ don't start cooking again. It's like, is that what you want, my boy?
I think if we lose, that was one of the home games I had us like possibly. It was it's either gonna be the Raiders or it's gonna be the Broncos. I can see like depending on who the quarterback for the Raiders and then who the like what Sean Payton do for the Broncos.
Yeah,
That's the one of those games would be the one loss that I think we'll get on.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that. I could see that. But shoot, man, this has been another good episode, my dog. Let the people know where they can find you. If you got anything special coming out or anything going on, man, go ahead and plug that as well.
All right, man. You find at LL Cool Deej. Man, just living life, you know, living in God's favor. That's what's really is going on in my life right now.
Hey, man.
30 next week. So I'm touching. What they say, you touching.
Ooh,
You
y'all,
got to be
y'all
about it.
boy, oh, y'all
30.
niggas, oh. Hey, everybody hit 30 before me. I like it. I love it.
Hey, man. And what else I got? Anything out? Doing a housewarming this weekend. So, that's blessings in itself right there. A
Thanks.
lovely queen in my life to, keep me in order and, turn the house into a home. So that's a blessing.
Mm.
I really just putting everything in God's hand. That's what this year is about. So and whatever he got in store for me, and what isn't, it isn't.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, I can't even follow that. It's your boy Zeke. You can find me everywhere, man. Some variation of Fat Boy Season on all platforms, pumping out all kinds of content, short TikToks and long videos. And I do it all kinds of ways, man. As always, long live John Doe, long live Jaria. Always and forever, man. This has been another episode of 123 Cabo, the Detroit Lions edition. We didn't bite any kneecaps or ankles or elbows off, man. But this was
Hey,
another
look.
great episode, man. Appreciate you, my boy, for pulling up, man.
Hey man, appreciate you
We
having me on here.
yes, sir, man. We out.